Hey guys, Anthony, 4x4 Diesel and 4x4 Adventures. It's a bit of touring, it's a bit of travelling, it's a bit of trips, and it's a bit of mechanical altogether, so wasn't sure which way to go with it. Just a quick bit of info. If you've been around our Facebook groups and YouTube channels and stuff like that, probably might not be out on, I'll probably be out by the time this video gets out, unless I put this one out before the other ones, right? So that's why subscribe, turn the bell on, because you never know what's going to come out where and so you don't miss it. But we're on a trip recently, and I think we posted that on probably some photos on 4x4 Adventures, and we actually busted the CV joint on the Hilux. Have a look at some of the footage and photos. Anyway, I don't want to bore you too much, so we might put some more footage or photos later in this video, but mainly what it's going to be about is the solution. Now, obviously we're lucky it was only a few days ago that we busted that CV. It is quite common on Hiluxes, so careful if you're taking your Hilux off-road. Now I can just about predict the conditions where it's going to break, and it's where your front's at full extension, uneven ground from one wheel to the other. If you're going straight up a hill, you're usually going to be okay. But it's when you kind of sort of uneven, one wheel's loaded at the front and the other one's not, and it's fully extended, and it doesn't even need to be on touching the ground because of that amount of extension there, depending what brand of suspension you got. Anyway, long story short, there's a number of ways to sort that. You can put shorter struts in, or you can put a diff drop in. Now, the only reason, of course, here we are again with the KAON gear. Well, I gave their bash plate, so it's a little bit about this underbody protection. See this stuff, right? KAON High Performance Strengths Under Vehicle Protection. Okay, now this is for the N70, that's what we're using, but I believe they've got underbody protection for other, you know, for Hiluxes, Prados. We know we got it on our Prado, probably other vehicles as well. Check their website. I don't know, I'm not, let's be clear here, I'm not KAON, okay? I just like what they do and they listen, which is why this was, look, we really gave it a hard time. It hit a heap of rocks. I'll put some photos up later and whatever. Check out our Facebook groups. That's what I thought, you know, there it is there, right? If you want a 4x4 Adventures or 4x4 Diesel, or if you got a Hilux or a Prado, Oz, if you're in Australia, Oz Prado crew, Oz Hilux crew, you know, all that stuff. But the point is, I sent a couple of photos to say, hey, this stuff is tough, because I know I hammered it. And I've been, look, you know, in the workshop, we see all the vehicles with the bent up. All the other brands are 3mm, not strong. 4mm's good, but it's heavy. This is 3mm and even stronger, I guarantee it, right? Absolutely hammered the thing. It's scratched up as anything. It looks terrible, which is what an under vehicle protection bash plate. For me, we'll call it a bash plate because that's what happens, right? It's really messed up. So they felt sorry for me and they sent me a new one. No, just joking, right? Have a look at some more photos quickly. So I sent the photos and said, hey, this stuff is tough. It's scratched to hell, because that's what I did to it. But there's no dents or anything that's, you know, damaged or that's bent it, distorted it. And all the bolts that mount it are all, you know, they're recessed so they don't get damaged. And there's no way the thing got bent up. So, of course, since then I've had the plate off and on. We've replaced the drive shaft and the right and front wheel bearings. So now we've got 2 new drive shafts, 2 new wheel bearings, because we did the other side when we got the vehicle because it had a split in the boot. And we were lazy and we didn't do the other side. So we got lucky and the other side was the one that broke. Needed one anyway, so now it's got all new bearings, drive shafts, happy days. It's beautiful, right? But do we want it to happen again? Didn't hear anything. Do we want it to happen again? No, we don't, do we, right? So we just got lucky. This is the way the stars aligned. We said, hey, your bash plate's awesome. And they said, hey, da-da-da. And I said, hey, guess what? But I broke a CV. And they said, hey, guess what we've got? right? And that's right, exactly right. Here it is, the Diff Drop Kit KAON. So you can get your cheap spacer kits. I've never installed one. I'm not sure if I like it or not, but I like the way KAON do stuff. Now, this is not something I'm recommending. Sometimes when I do videos, I've used products that I say, hey, get this, like the underbody protection, I'm saying their underbody protection far surpasses anything else on the market. We're here in the workshop, Prados, Hiluxes, whatever. We've had other full drives in here, made all the 3mm stuff that's been, I don't care if it's Brown Davis, ARB, whatever brands you like, right? It bends up. There's heaps more brands I can go into. We're not AMTS picking on any brands here, AMTS 4x4, whatever, you know, your Iron Man, Tough, whatever, right? It all bends. It's all 3mm and it bends, and the 4mm stuff's heavy. Bushskins, we were working with Bushskins. They came out with the 4mm, but it's one big plate. It's too heavy and it hasn't got the folds in it for the extra added strength and access as good as this one, right? KAON listen more, they do more. So we just move across to the quality products, okay? So so what I'm trying to say is I'm not recommending you this at this point. I'm not saying, hey, go and get yourself a Diff Drop, you need it. I'm just saying I'm going to try this KAON Diff Drop. So if you want one, you go get it, right? But I'm not telling you to get it. Like the scan tools, I haven't told you which one to buy yet. I'm not at the point yet that I've got enough information, even though I'm the one using those 3 scan tools we're evaluating. We're providing the info. Dozens and dozens of people, if not hundreds, have gone and brought one or the other, right? You know, $280 for the Vidant i400, whatever it is, $409 for that topped on one, whatever. And Trevor's got his one there as well. We're still doing videos on all 3. We're still evaluating the products, sharing the information. A lot of people buying them, that's cool. But what I'm saying is, so then you can't come to me and say, oh, but Anthony, you said so. I'm not saying so on this. I'm saying I'm trying it. I'm letting you know what I'm doing. This is like a, you know, live updates, blow by blow as it happens. So they said, we've got this. I said, I said, okay, yes, please send it and I'll give it a go. So here that is, right? That's what's included. There's the instructions, that in case anybody wants to know what it is. There it is. There's the part number, whatever, kaon.com.au. Right, comes with a little breather extension as well. Anyway, there it is. But then what happens is, because you put that on, you're going to lose a bit of clearance. But the good news is they've got the other part of the bash plate. If you've already got this one, well, you don't need the back part. You don't need the front part. Mine's all scratched up here. I do actually need it. Can I have one of those, please? No, I'm just joking, right? You know, we'll just deal with it. It's a bash plate. And you know, this part here is looking pretty good. And if this goes to plan, I'm probably going to have a spare one of those. So if you ever damage one of these really badly, which I doubt you ever would, I think you can jack the vehicle up by it. It's that strong. It's just ridiculous how strong it is, you know. Don't say I said so, though. Maybe I'll try that. Point is, yeah, here it came, right? So we've got the replacement cover, so that we can keep exploring. See, KAON, keep exploring, get it? If you use the right stuff, you can keep exploring. You're looking at it here. Okay, so we're gonna have that middle plate replacement. We're gonna lose some clearance there. So what we're gonna do while we've got the old one off and all that, not in this video, we're gonna compare, let you know what clearance you lose. We're gonna fit these up. We're gonna let you know in the videos, not this one, and say, hey, yep, it was easy or it hasn't been, whatever. These obviously, maybe some test fit ones, whatever the case may be, right? Right, that's what these are. They're test fit for me. Test fitted before, and I'm going to be test fitting them as well. So if you need any of this stuff, you go to kaon.com.au, not me. You can also, if you want to have a look at some of this stuff, I'm not sure how much he's got on display, but Trevor Ryan, Dirt Road 4x4 in Werribee. You know what? I'm going to drop this video before all the other videos. I'm going to put this one out fresh and put a plug, because they'll be at the 4x4 show in about a week, okay? So if you want to go and see Trevor at Dirt Road 4x4, and I believe KAON, the awesome people from KAON are going to be there helping Trevor, right? So get down to the 4x4 show in Melbourne in, that must be in August. Must be about the 20th, something like that. I'm taking guesses here. But I'll put this video out fresh. What we're going to do, not today, but we're going to get the Hilux into the workshop, get that bash plate off, do some comparisons, swap over these diff mounts. I'm not sure when. Then we're going to get this bash plate on and we're going to sort of get out there and use it again. And we're going to show you the CV angles, what the difference is. And I'm going to have a look around. I'm going to try and pick on these and say, oh, but now that we've got that, we can't, you know, I'm going to try and pick on it. Now, for those that didn't know, there's also a little oil change thing, right? If you're missing out other videos, I'm not going to try and bolt it up now. But this, what it does, it bolts up underneath, and when you drain your oil, the oil goes, slides across there and drips off, and it's all clear, so it doesn't make mess anymore. So the KAON bash plates have really got an advantage. Hope you enjoyed the rest of the photos and the footage. driver's regret, not really, but yeah, really, look, you know, I much preferred my bash plate when it wasn't scratched up. I much preferred my drive shaft when it wasn't broken and the Hilux when it wasn't on the tow truck, but lucky for me, RAC Total Care, spare cars, spare parts, and I think I know a Hilux technician, Prado specialist or something or other that took care of that, so it's all good. Thanks for watching, hope you liked it. Bada bing, I don't know what else I can say. You want to check those groups again, subscribe, turn the bell on these channels, gather the information there. 4x4 Diesel, 4x4 Wrenches, Facebook groups as well. And like I said, Oz Prado Crew, Oz Hilux Crew. And if you want to subscribe, turn the bell on, that's up to you, or don't. Do whatever you want. Have a nice day. Thanks for watching. Hope you liked it. Smash the like button if you liked it, so I know. And so Google know and YouTube know and send you the right videos. And you know the deal. Keep exploring. Catch ya.